right. Had a little bit of a time trying to get live on this platform. I haven't been on StreamYard in a while. And I'm trying to be center of the camera. Here's my camera. Go like that. Okay. Anyway, I am here to address something that YouTube is in. Oh, I got the fabric off my wall over there. I usually have my screen up, but I don't have it right now. And I'm not here to talk for an extended bit of time. Welcome, even if you're coming on, because I didn't pre-announce this live. I just don't have time to pre-announce lives these days. But this is to address two sisters who were on different sides of a debate. And I don't mind that. And I definitely try not to micromanage as much as possible, other than I try to create a platform that is, how can I say, conducive to our growth. And so welcome to the one person who joined. I don't mind showcasing the comments. Let's see now how to present. Settings, present. Oh, well, that's it too. Let's see now. Share screen. Share screen. And there we go. Entire screen. Allow. All righty. Let me go on over to the comments. I'm not going to read their comments, but I just want to showcase the two sisters who I have respect for both of you. I want you to know that. But this is a platform that's controlled by our enemy. And they have so many methods. Nope, that's not it. Is it over here? It might be gone by now. They might have pulled it down. Oh, no, there it is. Sister Dove Girl. And also, oh, they pulled down the other one with the, let's see, with the Sister Devitra Lotus, which I took down both comments myself. Let's see, is it there? Oh, okay. These dudes are quick. But I did capture a photo. Let's see, let me go up and make sure that I didn't, because I'm like, wow, I haven't seen them do that before. Yeah, there was a whole different comment right underneath here. Let me go over here, could be here. I don't want to accuse anybody of anything that they didn't do, but wow, these guys are really fast. So I had 3 community tabs open thinking that I was going to keep one of them, but I did do a screen capture of, let's see now, downloads, there it is, right there. Oh, I did screen capture the conversation, which I'm not going to read, but I just want to show you Sister Devitra, who you were having a discussion with Dove Girl. I don't know if it was angry or anything. I didn't see anybody calling anybody out their name. That's the standard for me usually. But you had responded that your comments were getting deleted. I ain't delete your comments, Queen. I ain't delete not anybody's comments. That's YouTube. Because this right here, YouTube deleted that. That's why I deleted both. Because I'm just, and I'm sorry if that somebody's feelings are upset because of that. But we have an enemy who controls these platforms, just like it controls Diddy and Kanye and, you know, all these other nasty folks out here running around looking like they're black, but they're working for the enemy. I just don't want that kind of energy at all. And so, sister, I would never delete your comments. And I am trying to stave off you having that conclusion and then doing what YouTube would love, which is to make it seem like there's some sort of beef going on when they're the ones who are stacking the deck. Okay? So that's why both conversations are gone, because I'm just like, you know what? This is easier. Then it doesn't look like I'm pulling favoritism punches. I hope that showed up in the StreamYard. Let's see now. Let's make sure by doing this right here. so that I could be content. Oh, wait, no, that right there. Yeah, that showed up. Okay, that's good. Yeah, we have an enemy. We have an open enemy who very much is trying to talk us into a hysterical mindset. I don't feel hysterical. These are the last days. This is his final hurrah, where he's going to try to just, let's see, let's remove, I don't need this right now because I ain't going to be up here. Oh, brother Ali Hamid, how you doing, King? It's very good to see you, always. Yeah, we have an open enemy. Oh, wait, okay, let's get this back up. Stop screen share. What is that? Oh, right. How do I get that to go back to the way it was? Oh, like that, probably. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I am troubled by the things that these devils are doing out in the world, but only when I'm thinking that they're in charge of stuff and they ain't even in charge of themselves. Then when I think about that, when I think about how Allah is always the winner, then I don't worry about them and what they do. It's like, do I worry about lions just, roaming the streets? Jackals? Right? Do I worry about running into king cobras? No, because we as a thinking species have done things to eliminate the danger from predatory beasts. Well, when I think of what they do, the way they're hunting us relentlessly, and there's so many things that they're doing that, like they put that statue up in Times Square of the overweight Black woman. It's like the resurrection of the Aunt Jemima maid character. Only now there's a lot of happy slaves out there singing and dancing. Oh, this is wonderful. Isn't it great they put a statue of a real Black woman? No, that is a hunted victim who's been hunted by her appetites because she's been given a sense that she's powerless. I am powerful. Understand? I got the truth on these beasts so that I ain't got to worry about white people and what they do and how they do it. We have been walking around as if we have no predators anywhere when these people are just about hunting us. On Zero Hedge, I saw them saying, what was it? Oh, no, there's no more white guilt, meaning they want to get it back to the level where they used to come in to our communities, our towns, and just slaughter everybody. And then they could say, well, what about Diddy? What about Chicago? You just deserve whatever we bring you. And they also had that, like what Black fragility thing they're doing nowadays, where we started that, where we were just not Black fragility, Black exhaustion, something or other. I'm only going to pay but so much attention, but at the same time, that was us, where we were just like, look, we're tired and, so on and so forth, even though truly we ain't got nothing to be tired about. The victory is in our hands. We just got to let the world know when you kill oceans, you lose. Because it's not just pivoted on Black us, which makes everybody happy, but folks have to be grown-ups. They have to be grown-ups. So we already have won, but hey, everybody's like, well, that radical sister, she's not popular, so I'm not going to try to look crazy like she is when I keep bringing more facts than any other platform on the entirety of global social media, period, that will free Black us. Okay, excuse me, I hiccuped right then. All right. So, yeah, that's why when it comes to them as predators, I'm like, look, we got this. We got this. But I don't do that by ignoring the tactics that the devil employs so that I just make an assumption when I'm on his platform that, oh, who's deleting my comments? I didn't delete your comment. And I don't mean that as I'm favoring one sister over the other. That's why it's just deleted everything from Sister Dove Girl and from you, Devitra, eventually at the end. Anything you wrote before, I tried to respond to you when YouTube would not let me. They want to own my identity and present it in a selective way like they do with everything that Black us do. That's when I finally said, okay, this ain't going to work out. Okay? Because that's how they do. They love to get us Black people just fighting each other. That's all it's about. And no, that's predator mimicry. They understand human nature, and then they come on in and they try to figure out ways to destroy us by employing the strategies of appealing to our emotions. And I'm not calling anybody emotional because I'm emotional. But at the same time, I don't hate the jackal, I don't hate the lion, I don't hate the cobra. I'm not saying I don't hate white people. I don't, because I see them as a different kind of man that is just nonstop destructive. Are there good white people? I guess so. I've met some who've been very wonderful to me in that moment, at that time. If I were to explain to them all that I know, they would run screaming from the room, either that or try to kick my butt. All right? I'm just saying, I know there are differences between us, and they are nonstop treacherous with what they do and how they do it. Right? It just takes me back to Zero Hedge, where they are pro-nuclear, which is hysterical because they swear they're pro-white. They're calling it Christian nationalism now, as if, what, Black people aren't Christian, right? But they know that to say it's white nationalism, then they're going to offend an awful lot of clueless Negropeans who think that the Republicans and the right wing are the new Black them, that you could be pro-Black and pro-Trump, and that's just not in any ways possible. I'm not here to go into all of that, but I just wanted to put something up here for you to see, because YouTube won't let me respond. And I wasn't even going to get into a back and forth with the two of you, because that's your adult woman business. I'm feeling really good. I've made my peace with my conclusions about Diddy. He's vile. He's vile. I'm not going to let white people and their control of media talk me into supporting, like a lot of these Black politicians out here who still ain't apologized for supporting the vaccine, right? We're hugging up on him and stuff. Now, if one of them came on through and made a comment, you damn sure Skippy, I would be screaming and yelling at him. But I don't need to scream and yell at either of you, right? Sister Devitra, you worked with me at the very beginning when I was trying to get my warning out about Fukushima. I'll always appreciate that very much. So that's why when stuff gets a little bit, friction-like, I'm always going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to give Sister Dove Girl the benefit of the doubt, because also I've had wonderful interactions with her. Okay? So that's all that I wanted to say. I just had to, I was like, nah. And good, this is only 13 minutes. Mwah! Thank you again, Brother Ali, for just coming on in and leaving a little comment right on up in there. I always love people's comments. And this back here, this is my background, so that folks can understand what is the real truth that they're hiding. How can you be hiding some stuff like, over here, stuff like this, gamma wave rays? Oops, my gloves is hard to see because I have on these. Oh, there we go. Gamma rays. How can you be hiding that? That is blistering all throughout our planet. And then they're going to talk about, 5G. 5G is the reason for everything. 5G is all the way down on the other end. Okay, over here. Sorry. Okay, that's your 5G up on there. They ain't doing anything of this squat as destructive as what's on the other side coming from each and every single atom of man-made radiation. So I'm just saying, we've won. And be careful, because they have a new lie coming out, like with the flat earthers, which I think was just more stuff to drive people crazy. They literally are trying to drive people crazy. And a lot of folks are going to be vulnerable to that because we don't understand the science. But when it comes to whether the earth is flat or not, all you have to do is just be out there gardening and you'll see the trajectory of the sun. You'll see the, shadow lines changing, not just throughout the day, but, oh, these are my Faraday gloves, brother. I'm very sensitive to EMF wave radiation. And as I type a lot to write my book or just do videos or scroll through, it wound up, especially this hand right here, because I have, oh, sorry about that. I hope I didn't click anything off. I have my mouse that is even connected. I don't know if I can show that. Yeah, there it is right there. It's connected to the computer, so it's not Wi-Fi sensitive, but at the same time, my hand was starting to hurt so much. So I looked up Faraday gloves because Faraday is a tactic of redirecting electrical currencies so they stay in one particular area. And Faraday cages, which were developed by Tesla, I think. I'm sorry that his name was attached to a friggin' electric vehicle. That's a joke. And I don't even mean because of Elon Musk, simply because of the lithium batteries, and you're driving around in a giant cell phone that's constantly hitting you with all the wave energy, and they could cut that sucker off anytime they feel like it from back at the headquarters. That's just ridiculous. And there's more explosions happening in those things than the media is reporting. But it keeps all the electrical currency that obviously is in my keyboard and in my mouse from affecting my hands, because they were starting to hurt. And I'm just like, you know what? I keep messing with my hands like that, and sooner or later I'm going to be getting cancerous cells growing inside my fingers, and I ain't in the mood for that. So that's what they are for. Okay, get it, dome. Okay. But anyway, yeah, so that's what they're for. And I've completely forgotten what the heck I was talking about, but let me get on out of here. Have for phone. Yes, it also good for the cell phone too. I told Dr. Shi this morning, I said, if anybody says they're having issues with the EMF, definitely recommend them getting Faraday gloves. And I have it even grounded. This one, which is on my mouse, which has the most energy, obviously, I have it grounded and plugged into the electrical socket, so it'll carry the currency out of the glove and down, the electrons down into my jack, my electrical outlet. So yeah, that's about it. And let me get on out of here. Mwah. I will see everybody probably in, like, I don't know, maybe 10 days, because it takes me a little while to just clear my head out and get right back to writing. And I can see the end of the book. Oh my goodness. Whoa, what an I would be just the worst person to recommend writing to anybody, because I would be like, yo, that's a lot of work. Ain't no Grammarly, no AI going on in what I'm composing for us, because that would be so phony, so full of crap. It's all coming from this melanated mind and these two hands right here, okay? All right. Straight Black Pride is our ultimate victory, along with telling people about the daggone radiation, okay? All right. I love you, family. Peace and blessings.